Strapped in tight, green lights flashing, rubbers burning, hearts are clashing, tires screaming that southern heat, 200 strong on the NASCAR beat. Lap 5 wreck on turn 4, smoke so thick can't see the door, but somehow I slip right through like a ghost in red, white, and blue. 'Cause I thread the needle, dodge the flame, every pileup calling my name. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight, praying hard through every fight. Got no wins, but I got pride, made it through the other side. Yellow flags like warning signs, but I ain't falling for their lines. Got nerves of steel, a shaky hand. This ain't a game, it's fight or land. Saw that 18 catch the wall, 21 spun, took out them all. But somehow I found the lane, like Moses through that fire and rain. Yeah, I thread the needle, dodge the flame, every pileup calling my name. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight, praying hard through every fight. Got no wins, but I got pride, made it through the other side. No checkered flag, no champagne rain, but I kept it clean through the carnage and pain. One more lap, one more breath, a dance with danger, a race with death. Still I thread the needle, feel the flame, every turn's a twist of fate's game. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight, out of chaos into light. No first place, but man, I ride with fire still burning inside. Yeah, I thread the needle in this wild racing ride. Strapped in tight, green lights flashing, rubbers burning, hearts are clashing, tires screaming that southern heat, 200 strong on the NASCAR beat. Lap 5 wreck on turn 4, smoke so thick can't see the door, but somehow I slip right through like a ghost in red, white, and blue. 'Cause I thread the needle, dodge the flame, every pileup calling my name. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight, praying hard through every fight. Got no wins, but I got pride, made it through the other side. Yellow flags like warning signs, but I ain't falling for their lines. Got nerves of steel, a shaky hand. This ain't a game, it's fight or land. Saw that 18 catch the wall, 21 spun, took out them all. But somehow twist of fate's game. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight out of chaos into light, no first place, but man, I ride with fire still burning inside. Yeah, I thread the needle in this wild racing ride. Strapped in tight, green lights flashing, rubbers burning, hearts are clashing, tires screaming that southern heat, 200 strong on NASCAR beat. Lap 5 wreck on turn 4, smoke so thick can't see the door, but somehow I slip right through like a ghost in red, white, and blue. 'Cause I thread the needle, dodge the flame, every pile up calling my name. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight, praying hard through every fight. Got no wins, but I got pride, made it through the other side. Yellow flags like warning signs, but I ain't falling for their lines. Got nerves of steel, a shaky hand. This ain't a game, it's fight or land. Saw that 18 catch the wall, 21 spun, took out them all. But somehow I found the lane, like Moses through that fire and rain. Yeah, I thread the needle, dodge the flame, every pile up calling my name. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight, praying hard through every fight. Got no wins, but I got pride, made it through the other side. No checkered flag, no champagne rain, but I kept it clean through the carnage and pain. One more lap, one more breath, a dance with danger, a race with death. Still I thread the needle, feel the flame, every turn's a twist of fate's game. Wrecks behind me, wrecks ahead, but I ain't wrecked, I ain't dead. Sliding sideways, holding tight out of chaos into light, no first place, but man, I ride with fire still burning inside. Yeah, I thread the needle in this wild racing ride. Strapped in tight, green lights flashing, rubbers burning, hearts are clashing, tires screaming that southern heat, 200 strong on NASCAR beat. Lap 5 wreck on turn 4, smoke so thick.
Alrighty, folks, I hope you are ready for another fantastic USRA showdown. Little bit of water still out here on the track, but that sun is shining here at Barcelona. Hopefully going to dry this thing out and give you some fantastic racing tonight. We were off last week. Halloween kind of bit us. We had Halloween on Friday. Thursday night we did not race, but we are right back here with week 8 USRA here on Thursday nights. As always, John Ross here in the booth with you. We've got a couple of people already out there ready to watch this thing. Make sure that you throw out a comment on who that driver is that you are going to be looking out for tonight, as it looks like a fairly skinny field, about 12 drivers getting ready to take the green unless somebody else hops in. We are right in the middle of qualifying, 15 minutes of qualifying. We are already 11 and a half in. Let's pop up your schedule, show you where we are going to be so you can see Barcelona is tonight. But after tonight, folks, only 2 races left. We've got Charlotte, we've got Interlagos, and that is going to wind down season 2 for USRA. Such a successful season already in the books with some fantastic battles. Michael Odell out there on the track showing his strength early on with a 56.491. Again, that is in that wet, rainy track, but now that rain has started to dry up. You can see the track, those fishtails getting a little smaller and a little smaller. And that is going to mean we are not certain how this is going to go. Are they going to pick wets? Are they going to pick dries? How is this thing going to start out this race? But not only starting it out, but how are we going to finish it? Let's take a look at some of our league standings as we're going to go through that pro division. So in your pro division, your top 3 in points, Michael Odell still holding on to a nice lead here. He is going to be first. Alex is in second. I do not see Alex here. He might hop in a bit later. Right now showing not out on the track. Ben Lawrence is here. Ben is in third. You've got Ernie Francis Jr. and then Hickman. Hickman out here on the track. Ernie Francis looks like IRL might be out there driving that Lamborghini around, but Hickman is in 5th. He is going to be out here tonight. In that pro sport division, we got Grayson Trexler. Grayson is here. He's going to be your leader. Then you got Patrick Rich in second. Kurt Basler is going to be right there in third. Wade Moskowitz in 4th. Cole is going to wind up your top 5. And then we've got John Houston. John Houston out here on track is going to be 7th in points, 4th right now in that division in pro sport out on the track. For your AM division, Rory is going to be your leader. Angel Rodriguez right there in second. Michael Peak in third. Chris Schultz is going to be in 4th. Scott Mowry in 5th. Looks like Timothy Odell already out in chat saying, hey guys. Hey Timothy, good to have you out in chat as we are going to wind up this last minute of qualifying at Catalunya. It's such a nice track, folks. It's going to run so well. It's going to race extremely well for these drivers. You know they're going to be excited to get out here and turn some laps on this track. I can't wait to see it. It does look like that weather is getting much, much nicer. See if we can get an overall view of this track. Let me see if I can find us a track map. I would love to see if we can pop up. There we go. There's your little track map over there on the top right. You can just see the shape of this thing, but it does race a lot better. So if you can take, you're going to have a sharp right-hander, but it's going to go into a small S-turn. But up around both sides of this track, on those, you're going to see a lot of high-speed cornering, high-speed turns as these drivers try to cut around this thing and really make this thing something special tonight, as now it looks like our qualifying is going to be over. We're going to start gridding these drivers up. Let's see if we can show our results here in qualifying. We're going to start with that AM division. Chris is going to be your overall pole sitter here at a 2-minute and 7:79. Got right behind, only 2:24 behind. Carson is going to be in third. Michael Peak right there in fourth. And then Rory is going to round out your top 5 for your pro sport division. Wade Moskowitz, Grayson Trexler, John Houston, and Cole Francinic is going to be your top 4. And out here on the field tonight in your pro division, Odell is going to be your pole sitter. 56.491. Fantastic job. Up 1.3 seconds over Hickman for qualifying. He's going to be a second. And then Ben Lawrence right there in third, about 3 seconds off of that pace. All right, so here we go, folks. We have talked about the scheduling. We have talked about the weather. You see the track map up there below that GT3 logo, and see exactly where we are going to be out here on the track. And we're going to see if we can keep this thing going. And we're going to show positions. Actually, we're going to pop up card numbers. We're going to show you where those card numbers are. So you can see at the top left-hand corner, the card number of each one. So we are right now highlighted on Wade Moskowitz, number 94. And you can see that over there on that right-hand side. It is highlighted in that green for 94. So you can see where Wade is out there on the track. So you've got it, folks. Looks like 12 drivers are going to take this field tonight. And as always, we're going to hop on board with some of these drivers. You can see still a little fishtail, so there is some water still out here on the track. I do believe that is going to dry up pretty quickly as it is nice and sunny. Let's see if we can get some information here for your racetrack. And you can see 65% humidity out here on this track. Temperature 58 degrees, so nice and cool tonight. Will be a lot of grip once all of this water gets out and off of this track. Overall altitude change is going to be about 400 feet off of sea level. All right, so here we go. This is going to be a quick parade lap. You can see that pace car already off into the pits. And there we go. We are already underway. Odell on that loud pedal over there on that right-hand side. And here you go, just rushing down. Now, this is going to be a hard braking turn again. Let's see if we can pop up your track map. As you can see that now, as it does look like Grayson able to take that overall lead position here. Coming through these turns, still a bit wet. As you can see, a lot of those drivers having to check up. You can see those cars bouncing left and right. That is them just really trying to find grip in the steering wheel. Again, Grayson is going to be your overall leader. He is number 1 in that pro sport division. Odell is going to follow quickly behind. And it does look like you do have a battle right here between Ben Lawrence and your overall leader, Michael Odell. He is the leader there in that pro division. As now it does look like Grayson is going to get off track quite a bit. That is going to open the door here for Odell. Odell is going to get that pass done. I believe Lawrence is going to get it done as well. It's going to get extremely tight here. Wade Moskowitz, he is right behind Grayson. Wade is going to try to take over this pro sport position. Man, it does look like Grayson is starting to struggle on some traction. And there he goes, folks. Again, having to check up on that car. Those rears are extremely heated. And that is going to put Wade Moskowitz out in the lead here for your pro sport division. It does look like we've got several drivers showing crash. Let's go back and take a look at Rory. Looks like Roy, oh, he's blinking just a little. Going to get into this turn. And it's just going to cook it on that gas pedal. Not a whole lot to see there. Let's see if we can take a look at Michael Hickman, just plagued by one piece of bad luck after another. It does look like Hickman maybe just already having enough for the night. All right, now let's go back up front because now we have Odell out in the lead. He's your overall leader and the leader in that pro division. Ben Lawrence is right behind him. You can see that BMW again, just checking up, trying to find some grip. Right behind him is going to be Wade Moskowitz. Now, Wade is going to be your overall leader in that pro sport division. Grayson is going to be in second. You can see Grayson about 1.7 seconds behind. Now we're going to go back here and take a look at Cole out here on the track. Pretty close battle between him and Peak. It slowed down a bit. Oh, something has happened to Wade. Wade shows that he has crashed. Let's see what happened to Wade Moskowitz. Running third on the track, number one there in that pro sport division. Going to get down in this turn. And he's just going to overcook that turn. All right, so we're going to go back live because the battle is on. Grayson able to get by Wade after Wade had that accident, but right behind them is going to be Scott. Now, Scott is your overall leader in your, looks like your AM division. Now, Scott has about a 4.3 second lead in the AM division. Yeah, Rob Odell saying that they've got that bright and sunny but raining package. Yeah, it really is. And you can see all of the puddles out there on the track and these drivers trying to navigate that. Now Wade is going to shoot down to the right-hand side. Side by side they go. Him and Grayson trying to get through. You can hear the turbos chirp on those BMWs. As now Wade, really strong move, and he is going to get loose and slide around on the entry of that turn. That's going to slow him down. Scott is right there. Scott might try to take advantage of that. He does not. He is going to fall in line. So it is going to be Grayson here as your leader, and he is going to go wide. Charles saying, go Ben, watching you out of Australia. Charles, welcome in. We certainly appreciate that. It's got to be pretty late there in Australia, so thank you for tuning in. Ben, right now about 1.4 seconds off of that lead there for Michael Odell. As now we see this battle. Wade now shooting to the left-hand side again. And it does look like Grayson and Wade put him right in those puddles. He was able to throttle off very strongly. Let's see if we can go on board with Moskowitz and what he is seeing here in live time. Here he goes. He's going to shoot over to the right-hand side. It does look like Grayson might allow Wade just to get this pass done. Fall back in line and try to fight another day. I believe he is going to do that. So there you go. That puts Wade back into the lead here for that pro sport division. Scott Murray is going to be first in that AM division. He is right behind Grayson. We're going to go right back here and take a look at John and Cole. They are going to be fighting. This is going to be for third in the pro sport division. Does look like the BMW's handling the rain a lot better than some of these other manufacturers are. Cole, the only driver in the field here in that new Aston. Oh, we show Scott as Crash. What has happened to Scott? Let's go back and take a look. Your leader in his division. Oh, he just touched the water. You can see it on that right-hand side, touch the water. No problem. He is right back out on track. No damage to that car. As you can see, those puddles still there, still up on the curbs, down to the left and right-hand side of the track. Oh, and there's a tap, and around goes Cole. John Houston giving a tap to the back quarter panel of Cole, and he is now going to get around him. Man, what a move. All right, let's go back up here for this battle for your pro sport division. This is Wade Moskowitz, the leader in that pro sport division. Grayson has settled himself down and started to find some speed. It looked like he was struggling with that wet track, but now has since calmed down and starting to put a ton of pressure on him. But not only is that pressure on, but here he is, Ben Lawrence, trying to find some traction all the way through this track. It's going to be on the right-hand side here of Odell. He's going to be able to hang to the outside of him. Oh, and again, just under throttle, trying to track that BMW to some form of grip, again in the water. He's had to fall back, get back behind Odell. All right, while this has calmed just a second, Michael Peak has crashed. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at Peak. We saw him just a bit earlier. Oh yeah, again, just wet, just hard to be able to drive these cars in these conditions. These two drivers, Ben Lawrence, Michael Odell, here we go. Odell, not unfamiliar with some fantastic battles out here on the track, has found himself in yet another one here at Catalunya. Ben Lawrence all over the rear end of this Corvette from KS Sim Media. Down this long straightaway we go. Again, folks, if you are just tuning in, take a look at that track map. If they are highlighted in green, we are on board with them. Your favorite driver, whatever that car number is, you can find them on that track map. But right now, the battle is on here in your pro division. Ben Lawrence on the hunt. Does not have a win yet on the season. We have seen some speed out of Ben, but not the finishes that he has looked for. Now, it does look like Odell having to go wide. That is going to open the door for Ben. Ben not able to find the traction down there quite yet. A ton of gravel out here on the track. Man, Ben looks like he's getting into these turns extremely well. Just staying right on the back end of this KSM Media Corvette. Now just a little bump, and he is going to have that move to the outside. Can he make it stick this time? Not able to. He's going to fall back in line and try the crossover. Man, Odell just doing a great job making that car as wide as he possibly can around this track. Oh, Ben is going to use that curb to his advantage. He is going to stay right on the back end of Odell. Barry Lawrence saying, go, Ben. Yeah, Barry, he is putting in a drive tonight. He's going to have to stay in line here. Odell, you can really see the power of that vet. He gets off of that last turn extremely well. where you would think that Ben could use that draft to his advantage. It just looks like Odell able to put enough space between him and Lawrence. You can see Lawrence now is loose, and he is going to be able to hang on to it. That car just a handful at the pace he is trying to push it right now. Again, just sideways around that track, and there he goes again, folks. What a drive by both of these drivers. Odell, nice, calm, hitting those marks. Ben Lawrence just all gas pedal and steering wheel as he is going to try to manhandle this BMW around this track. Hickman is not going to take your green flag tonight. So Hickman is not going to be involved in this race. He is going to finish third on the field in that pro division. So the pro race is going to be between these two drivers right here, as now it looks like Odell's going to get a bit sideways on exit, been a bit loose on entry of the following turn. Man, that BMW just looks like it is struggling for exit grip. We are now going to come up on some lap traffic. Ben, it looks like he's trying to take those wet tires, get some water on them to cool them down. So you can tell he is on wets, and those things are hot. That is why he is sliding around. So he's shooting down, running into puddles to try to get some water to go over those tires and cool them down. And it does look like it has worked just a bit. And you can see now Michael Peak is that driver that is right in front of them. Now, this is where Odell kind of went wide last time and opened the door for Lawrence. Lawrence just, again, not able. You can see that counter steer in the wheel. Not quite able to get the traction that he needs off of these turns. This is going to be your closest battle out here on the track. If you do have a favorite driver, let us know as we go through this. It looks like there's a little space between Odell and Lawrence now. We will certainly go through the field some point throughout this night and take a look at these drivers for you. Oh, now it does look like, oh my goodness, Odell gets loose, and that is going to open the door. It did knock the front clip off of Odell's car. Lawrence's car does not look like it is in terrible shape. Let's go and look at Odell's car. I did see that front clip go flying. It looks like it's okay now. Oh, I'm not sure if it is okay. Oh, Lawrence is going to have to come in and pit. You can see him coming down pit road now. Oh my goodness, let's go back and take a look at what happened. I think Odell just gets in here hot. Yeah, he's going to loop that car. Nowhere for Ben to go. That is pretty serious right front damage for Ben. Ben Lawrence did go down pit road. Let's see if he is going to take that fast repair. I think he will. I don't know why he would come down pit road if he did not. Oh, now we've got a yellow flag out on the track, folks. So now it looks like we've got a yellow flag. It's going to bunch everyone back up. That might help Lawrence. We'll have to see how this is going to go down. But he is obviously going to be able to stay on the lead lap. So he's going to get, at the very least, be caught back up to the field. All right. Here he comes. All right, so we're going to shake all of this out. Just hang with us. We're going to step aside, let a commercial take us through this pit stop. As now you can see the rain starting to fall once again out here on the track. And we are going to try to sort all this out for you the second that we get back.
In the pit lane, the engines roar. Driving GT3, we crave for more. Season one's electric, the thrill ignites. Racing hearts under the floodlit nights. Adrenaline rush, we're breaking free. Side by side, it's you and me. Oh, we're driving towards the sun. Fasten your belts, this race has begun. We're chasing victory, fueled by the dream. In the United States, we're a winning team. Drifting through coasting
All right, let's bring you back here to the action. Caution still out on the track. The sun has went away. The clouds have come back over the track now. Everybody down pit road except for Ben Lawrence, who already had that pit stop completed. Odell might be getting some damage repaired on that car, possibly not selecting his fast repair. Now, all of these drivers are going to have one fast repair. And it does look like, you know, as you can see that rain continue to come down, he is going to stay in the pits, potentially get that vet repaired for some damage. Yes, and he is going to get back out here on the track. All right, let's see what has happened to Lawrence as we show him as something happening here. See what happened to Ben. It looks like Ben is going to slow down and let some of these drivers by him. So I believe he is going to get an EOL. Man, this is going to shake everything up, folks. So we're going to have to see what happens. As it stands right now, Scott is going to be your leader on the track. He is the leader in the AM division. He is going to be your first place driver overall on the track. Wade Moskowitz is going to follow him. Wade is your leader for that pro sport division. Right behind him is going to be Chris Schultz. Now, Chris is going to be fighting for that lead in the AM division. So about 1.3 seconds off of the back end of Scott's car. Right behind him is going to be Grayson Trexler. Grayson is fighting with Moskowitz for the lead in the pro sport division. And folks, we are not going to get to your pro division drivers until we get to the back of this pack, and that is going to be Odell, and then you can see Lawrence is going to be right behind him. But right now we got some work to do. Is now Scott getting these tires warmed up. He is right behind that pace car. Pace car still with the lights on. Not going to duck down this time. As we are going to try to line this thing right back up. So out on the track as they stand stacked, Roy is going to come down pit road. He is going to get some additional service done, but we've got Scott, Wade, Chris, Grayson, John Houston, Carson, Cole, Odell, and Lawrence. Down pit road is Rory, and Michael Peak might have called it a night. All right, now you can see those lights are going to be out on this pace car. So we're going to get them around this track under caution one more time. 23 minutes already gone in this race for a 65-minute race. You can see what was once dry track no longer. They are now going to have to fight a lot of rain coming down in segments, in spots on this track. And I will tell you, if Scott can pull this off, Scott would be the first AM driver to ever get an overall win in USRA. If he can somehow pull this off as the overall leader right now. I believe Grayson earlier on in this season was able to pull it off in that Pro Sport division. No one in the AM division has been able to finish #1 overall on the field. Scott with a fantastic opportunity to do that tonight. His fastest lap going purple at a 1:58. Odell's at a 56.425. Wade Moskowitz with a 57.742. Those times are certainly going to hold up right now. As you can see, just the volume of rain on board with Scott's car. How much rain is out here on this track. That is certainly going to slow all of these drivers down. All right, so here we go, folks. Pace car now in 26 minutes into your 65-minute race. A caution coming out for a wreck between Odell and Lawrence. Now everybody is going to be back on the green. Scott bringing them down. You can see really holding that crowd up. Now they're going to start to fan out. Everybody on that loud pedal. It looks like Chris in that McDonald's machine able to get a really nice start. They are going to fan out 2 and 3 wide. 3 wide now, about 2 stacks behind you. Wade Moskowitz is going to take your overall lead and jump in front of Scott. Grayson trying to get by Scott, not able to do it. He's going to fall back in line. We have battles. Oh, now it does look like Grayson is going to slide sideways. And what a save by that driver. Completely sideways, able to straighten that car back up. Man, that is going to pay dividends. Now we've got another driver around, and that looks like it's going to be Ben Lawrence. Is going to loop that car around. We've got a big crash here. Let's go back and take a look at Ben. Another yellow flag is going to come out on the track. There goes Ben. He is going to loop that car around. Oh, and he's just going to back right into traffic there. Oh, this is, oh, heavy damage. To a lot of drivers, there is not a spoiler on the back of Ben's car. John Houston, big time damage. Carson is going to take big damage here. No deck lid on the back of Ben Lawrence's car. He is now going to be meatballed. He has to come down. Oh, and he's going to nose it in. He just does not have any steering. I think that might end his night, because I do believe that he took, let's see if we can go back and see Ben. Man, him and John Houston just trying to find their way around this track to get down pit road. But I believe that Ben has already taken his fast repair. Yeah, he just cannot make a right-hand turn with that car. It looks like it's that left front tire that is just not going to move at all for him. Oh, and he's just going to jump that curb and create some more damage. I don't know how he's going to get this thing back to the pit road. He is doing everything that he can. He might, there is pit road. Can he make the right-hand turn on the pit road? He can. The only thing that we can hope for, folks, is that he did not take his fast repair when him and Odell got into that wreck, and he has a fast repair in his pocket. We're going to find out if he does very soon, as him and Houston are both going to come down pit road. Houston does have the fast repair. You can see he's already taken that. He is back out. Ben did not. Ben did not have that fast repair. That is going to be a substantial amount of damage on that car. And I do believe that is probably going to end Ben's night. All right, so Michael Odell is sitting in great shape right now. He can kind of coast to the win as the only Pro Division driver out here on the track. We've got some other battles that are going to happen. Moskowitz is still going to lead this thing overall. You've got Grayson in second in the Pro Sport Division. Cole is going to be a third. John in fourth in the AM Division. Scott is going to be your overall leader. Chris is going to be second. Rory, Carson, and then Michael Peak has taken that thing to the hauler. Man, what a huge change of events. Been showing a lot of speed earlier on in this race. Running down Odell, they started to have a good battle. Odell just losing it. Pretty heavy contact. Looked like Lawrence had to come down and get a pit stop done and took his fast repair. And then, of course, looping that thing with this heavy rain going on. And that is going to end his night. TKR saying, hello, live from the 90 machine. Carson, good to have you out there in chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. We certainly appreciate that. Hope you are having a good time. Certainly a nice race by you so far. Fourth position. Man, what a change of events. I really thought that Lawrence and Odell were going to tie in. Don't you feel like, folks out there, that this has been kind of one of those heavyweight battles you've been wanting to see all season long? Oh, and we're going to have a big crash right here under caution. Cole and Grayson are going to get into it. This is going to be under caution, folks. This might extend. Let's go on board. Oh, there he goes. He gets the back end. Who was that? Was it Michael? There he is. All right, let's see if we can back this up. What happened to Michael Peak? Let's see if we go on board with him. Yeah, it looked like that he was trying to hit the gas pedal. I think, folks, he was probably getting a wave around the pace car, trying to get a wave around to get his lap back, and just throttled up and hit a wet spot and just destroyed the back end of Grayson's car. So another messy wreck here under caution. Michael Peak with some heavy damage. Grayson is going to have heavy damage. Let's see if we can go back here. You can see there is not a bumper. And you can see it right there, folks. Not a, you know, it looks like, well, it does look like he has a spoiler, but the bumper cover obviously gone on this car. His tires look like they're pointing in the right direction, but I've got to imagine he's going to have to come down and get some repairs done on that car. Yeah, Timothy saying, sheesh, these guys can't catch a break. I'll tell you, when you add water to these races, it certainly changes everything. Let's see what Grayson is going to do here, if he's going to have to come down. Lights still out on this pace car, so we are going to continue to pace around this track. Yeah, it does look like Grayson is going to have to bring that car down pit road. Now, we want to stay with Grayson for just a second. I want to see if Grayson has a fast repair for this car. Does look like he's still tracking down the road fairly straight. But anytime you lose a front clip, a rear clip, something like that, there's an extenuous amount of time out there on pit roads. You can see Ben Lawrence still on pit road. Grayson trying to find his pit stop, his pit area. Yeah, he is going to get a fast repair done. You can see the wheels move on that car. Front end looks good. Back end, brand new clip on that. So he is going to be able to get himself fixed up and back out on track. All right, lights are now off on the pace car, which means we are going to go back green. You can really hear the turbos on these BMWs. All right, we're going to reset it here. Wade, again, still your overall leader right now. Cole is going to be second in that Pro Sport division. with John Houston, and Grayson is going to be in fourth. I do believe Grayson is going to be able to catch the back end of this pack before we go back green. But that certainly is going to give a bit of breathing room here to Wade. In your AM division, Scott is still your leader. Chris in second. Rory is going to be in third with Carson in fourth. Then in that pro division, you're going to have Michael Odell is out there all on his own. Ben Lawrence already 2 laps down, still trying to get some damage repaired. All right, so here we go. Everybody try to warm the tires up, get as much heat as they can. You don't want these wet tires to be super cold when you get back to green. It looks like you can see them weaving around this track, trying to get some heat in those things before we go back green here. All right, Moskowitz bringing them down, hopefully for the last time. We can get a green flag run going here to the end. Again, only 65 minutes in these races, 38 minutes, almost 40 minutes already gone. All right, so there he goes. That pace car is off. Again, we saw a little bit of a late start earlier on, and that really stacked these drivers up. Let's see what Wade is going to do here. Green flag is in the air, so here we go. We have a driver on the very back end of this field without a spoiler. I could not imagine that is going to work out for them at all. And you can see them just fan out as they go down here into turn one. On the outside, Scott with a great jump in that Porsche. Looks like he's going to get that pass done on Wade. Now, Wade is going to try to cross him back over. Not able to happen, falling right back in line. Oh, Scott is going to get off of the track, and he is going to over-rotate that car. We've got another one off the track. I believe that's Cole. Let's go back here and take a look. That looks like now Grayson already up. Grayson having that fast repair completed is already back in a second position. What a drive by that driver now. And Odell is going to be third on the field. Odell really can just park this thing if he wanted to. It does look like Lawrence has tried to get back out here on the track, and I don't know how he's doing it, folks. How is he driving? Just look at the damage of this car. There isn't a wing, a spoiler, anything on the back end. I don't know how he's getting any rotation and grip on the exit, but you can see him still driving that car, albeit sideways, and getting it done right now. All right, so here is your battle for the lead here in the AM division. Scott going off track, had that really nice jump. Got off into the sand, and that put Chris Schultz in the lead. Now, he is your leader in that McDonald's machine. And right in front of them is Grayson and Odell. But my goodness, look at the Hornet's Nest coming down that front stretch. Oh, I heard somebody crashing. It looks like that was John Houston. Oh, he's into the wall. That might have been Rory in the wall. Let's go take a look at what happened to Houston. Oh, yeah, he's just going to get in there hot. Man, that sends Rory for a ride, too. Oh, and yellow flag is going to come back out, folks. Yellow flag is going to come back out. John Houston does have a black flag here on the field. Rowdy says, do my eyes deceive me? One lap on the field. I don't believe he's got a lap. Now, if you're talking about Odell, Ben Lawrence did have some damage. So yes, he did come down pit road, and so he is certainly down one lap. Might get that lap back now. They might wave him around with this caution out. On the rest of the drivers, he is on the same lap. But yes, in that pro division, he does have a lap up on Lawrence. You can see Lawrence here. This is your second place driver in that pro division. No spoiler, no deck lid. And man, let's see if Ben can come down pit road. It does look like he's able to hang on to this car. At least it's turning left and right. So if he can come down and get a deck lid, maybe a spoiler on that car, that would help him tremendously. All right, we are all catching up to the pace car now. Wade is going to take that pace car along with Grayson, along with Odell. Odell is sitting there in third. And there he goes. So Lawrence is going to actually get back on the lead lap. Now, the question is going to be, can he come back down pit road and get some repairs done? So he is going to come all the way down, and you would think he would hop into the pits right here, get some additional repairs done, maybe get a spoiler back on. You can see some pretty heavy left and front, right front damage on that car still. Deck lid might be nice. I just cannot believe he was able to hold that car straight without a spoiler on it. And you can see even now, just trying to catch up, how much movement that car has. You can see him. He is that 12 car. We are on board. If you look over to the right-hand side, you can see where that track map is. So we're going to come up on this pit stop. I want to see if he is going to take this opportunity to get some damage fixed on this car, if he's going to try to come all the way back around and catch the field. With the speed that he's going, he has to be about 30, 40 seconds ahead. So he could come down pit road, get about another 30 or 40 seconds of damage fixed. But he is not. He's going to skip that pit road, try to catch all the way back up to the field. All right, so as we stack them back up on the field, you've got Moskowitz still leading. Drexler is going to be a second. Odell in third. Chris Schultz is going to be right there in fourth. Scott in fifth. So a really tight battle right here. In that AM division, Chris is your leader. That is that McDonald's McLaren. And then you've got right behind him that Porsche Scott. And then up front here, Wade Moskowitz is your leader in that pro sport, but right behind him is going to be Grayson Trexler. So there are two very tight battles here on this track. 1 and 2 in the pro sport, 1 and 2 in the AM division. They're going to be tied right back up as we see a driver coming down pit road. And that looks like it's going to be John Houston. Let's see what Ben Lawrence is going to do. Rowdy asking, is there a payout differential? Rowdy, I do not believe so. I think the payout is going to be the same no matter the division that they are in. They did have some recruitment and some qualifying runs before the season, and that was the determining factor on what division they were going to be in. All right, so Ben is going to come up on this pit stop. Now, if those pits are open, I would just expect Ben to get some repairs done, and he is not. It looks like he's going to skip that pit road entry once again. Just try to get back with the field. So Rowdy, 2026 recruitment for the USRA series. I'm not certain. We've got 2 more weeks after tonight that is going to determine our championship drivers for these 3 divisions in season 2. And then I believe that your owners, Trevor Miles, on all the admins are going to get together and start doing some recruitment races. If you are certainly interested in what we have going on, we do have a Discord out here for USRA. You should be able to find us there on Facebook. And I can always shoot you the Discord invite that would get you as part of this series if you would like to join. Rowdy saying he's not as fast as little brother. Yes, but that is what is so great about all of these divisions. You know, is you can go to the pro sport or the AM divisions, and you can compete as well. So, all right. So it does look like Ben has caught up to the back end of this field. The lights are out on that pace car. Wade Moskowitz trying to warm these tires up. Rowdy, there is nothing below the amp, my friend, but hey, it's all about coming out here and having fun, being able to take these GT3 cars and run around these tracks in different varieties. It's about the community. USRA has a great community of drivers. They do endurance events and anything that you can ask for. So here he comes. Wade is going to take this green flag start once again. There it is. It is in the air. Lots of drivers. Looks like Michael Peake is going to poke his head out to the outside. Grayson Trexler is going to take the outside. This is the same move that Scott had earlier on, was able to get that pass done. I don't think Grayson quite has the momentum that he needs. No, he does. He is going to stay on that left side. And what a great pass. This is going to be a pass for your pro sport. Wade still on the inside, fighting hard. You just see that Beamer just bobbled a bit on the outside. Grayson now is going to get around and take over that lead. Oh, now, Wade is going to go in hard, and he is going to get into the back quarter panel of Grayson Trexler going into that turn. And that is going to shake everything up once again. 51 minutes already in. Chris Schultz, Wade Moskowitz are going side by side. But let's go back and take a look here. And I just want to hop on board because it looked like Wade just went in hard. Man, just your visibility. Oh, he just hit that curb. He just hit that curb and it just took him hard left. Man, Wade back out on the field. You know he feels terrible. Now he's got about a 3-second gap he is going to have to beat. If he is going to contend for a win there, it looks like Cole has the inside track for that. Now Grayson Trexler trying to fight his way back. I don't believe he's going to have a whole lot of patience trying to get back through this field, as now he is going to be all over the back end. He is going to get that pass done on the Aston, and he's going to be one spot ahead here on the track. You could just see the debris kicking up as these drivers trying to find some traction are going wide on the field. Lots of them moving to get out of the wash of the drivers in front of them. There's Ben Lawrence. He's going to slow down. Oh, we got another driver wrecking. I can hear it going off the track. Was that Chris Schultz? Let's see if we can go back and take a look at Chris. Oh, let's back that up. Let's back that up. Oh, yeah, he maybe downshifting and just cut that hard left. All right, let's reset everything. Out here, out front is going to be Odell. Odell all by himself. It does look like Ben is still on the track. He's probably going to get, I mean, he obviously has second place wrapped up. Still on that lead lap. Cole is now going to be second on the field, but first in that pro sport division. About 1.8 seconds in front of Wade Moskowitz. Now Wade still on the attack, and now he's going to get loose again behind Cole. Yeah, Rowdy, he did. He downshifted right there, and that is what created that wreck with Chris. 54 minutes in the books. We've got about 10 minutes to go in this race. Wade Moskowitz about 1.4 seconds behind Cole. Scott Mowry now trying to get around Cole. He's going to shoot over to the right-hand side. That is going to open the door, I think, here for Wade. It looks like Wade might make pretty quick work of Cole for that lead. Now a 1.2 seconds. Oh, I think maybe Wade went off of the track again. 1.2 seconds now is going to separate those two. Now this is for position. John Houston there in third. Grayson Trexler is in fourth. Wade and Grayson getting into that tussle a little bit earlier has put Grayson back to fourth position. All right, Grayson is going to get that pass done. Now you can move him up there to third. He is going to try to set his eyes on Wade Moskowitz now. Man, and here is going to be the battle. You can see Cole right in front of Scott, and then you can see Wade behind Scott there. So Wade and Cole are going to be your two drivers that are going to battle for that first position in the pro sport division. Now Scott has a 17-second lead on Roy in the AM division. So not a whole lot of fight needed out of Roy. I'm sorry, out of Scott, because Roy is so far back. John, Texas, let's go from Rowdy. Rowdy, are you talking about a little oval racing at Texas? All right, now 1 second is going to separate Cole and Wade, and one driver. Cole is going to have to do some sort of driving here for the next 9 minutes. 8 minutes now. Right now, Scott is Cole's best friend as Cole is really just trying to hit his marks get himself away. Now the gap is going to be 2 seconds. And it looks like Wade is not going to waste a whole lot more time with Scott. He's going to get that pass done. Now 2 seconds is going to separate Cole and Wade. Rowdy asking who has the fastest lap. So if you look over to the timing tower, Rowdy, you can see under that Pro Sport division, Wade does have your fastest lap on the track for the Pro Sport at a 57.7, Cole with a 59.2. All right, so 2.2 seconds is going to separate these two drivers. Oh, somebody just wrecked behind them. That might have been Grayson. Grayson has went off of the track once again. Odell is gone about 7 seconds out on the field. Cole is going to have to find something, folks. 1.4 seconds, so Wade certainly faster, about 0.6 so far in this lap. And we are not done with this lap quite yet. All right, going down into turn one. So that last lap time, Cole turned 03. He was about a 10th faster than Wade. Cole is really good through this first part of the track here. You can see him pick up about half a second on Wade. It's the back end, it seems like Wade is really putting some pressure on Cole. Right here, you can see Wade is taking that shallower line, trying to drive through those puddles. Now, that's cost him a couple of tenths. Oh, and Cole is going to take it deep right there, and that is going to hurt him tremendously. He's going to lose about a 1.5 maybe even 0.2 in that turn. Oh, you can hear those tires sliding around as he is trying to do everything he can to get this win. Another 10th is going to get shaved off of that lead here by Cole. Wade in that green BMW is going to pop another 10th off of that time. 1.3 now is going to be your gap. Cole doing everything he can to try to find some grip, but here is where Wade is just so much better on this back half of the track. And he has really shaved almost a second off. You can see in real time how close Wade is now to the back end of Cole. And the race now is on, folks. Probably just a few laps is going to remain. Oh, Wade is going to get that beamer loose on the exit of that turn, and he is going to have to get off of the throttle. And that is going to open more of a door for Cole. Now that gap, which was just a couple of tenths, is now going to be about 1.1. Now Cole has seen a bit of a gap form here, 1.5 seconds. You can see he's a little better in this part of the track, but Wade is really good on that back end. Timothy said this might be the most unconventionally entertaining race I've ever watched. Well, listen, Timothy, we certainly try to bring you some sort of excitement. And man, we have had plenty of that tonight. You are right. It is terribly unconventional. Now, it does look like Wade is going to get loose once again on the exit of that turn. 1.7. Now your gap between Cole and Wade. So Cole just trying to hang on. Certainly Wade has the better pace. And this part of the track from about midway on here, this is where Wade is a lot quicker than Cole. You can see him just eat into that lead right at that turn. That is really where Cole is struggling, getting out of that turn and through this long sweeping right-hander. 6/10 is now going to be your lead. Just that one turn is absolutely killing Cole. But I do believe you're going to see that white flag come out. Oh, and now it looks like Wade has the speed to be able to make a move. No, not able to make it quite yet, but he is certainly going to have the draft coming down the straightaway. So this might be your pass. And there he is off to the right-hand side. What is Cole going to do? Oh, and Wade is going to lose it under braking and wreck. That is going to cost Wade a win. Under braking is going to shoot off to the side of the track. This race is over for that pro sport division, as now Cole is going to be 10 seconds up on Grayson Trexler. The rain biting this driver one more time. And Cole is now able to take a breath and just bring this thing home. We have not been able to talk about this driver a whole lot, as he has been out here getting that car looped around earlier. Having contact with Ben Lawrence has sent Ben down a spiral that has caused him to be almost a lap down here to the field, but this driver was able to get those repairs completed and get this car back out on the track. Very patient driving. Michael Odell looks like he is all set to go down for yet another win on this season. And 2 more races left in this year. And you've got to think this KS Sim Media Corvette has all but wrapped this championship up. And he is now going to come down, and we are going to do one more lap for this driver. And what can we say? It was a little bit of a thin field tonight, but it was not without its drama. And listen, you can win great, and sometimes you can win ugly. And this one might have been a little ugly, but right now, Odell really putting down some fast laps in 02, 106 that last lap. Scott doing really good there in that AM division, a 2,492. Odell does not have to do a whole lot. He's a couple of minutes ahead of Ben Lawrence. Who cares how you get it done, right? Who cares how you get this win done? And he was able to get it done from real life racing to hopping in the sim, picking up a win, as he is now going to come around the last few turns of this race here in Barcelona. This gold and black vet, we have seen this thing out front most weeks that we have come here racing on USRA. Tonight, no different, as now you have it. Odell is going to bring home yet another victory. Congratulations, Michael Odell, with a win here at Barcelona. And man, picking up the win, both of these drivers. Cole picking up his first win in that pro sport division. He is going to flash those headlights. Scott, with such a fast start to this season, picking up another win in that AM division. Yeah, Rowdy. I think that was when Michael Waltrip won the Daytona 500, right? That DW was calling that. So, absolutely nice job by Michael Odell picking that win up in that pro division. Pro Sport being Cole. God is going to pick up the win in the AM division. Man, and there you've got it, folks. Let's see if we can, once everybody passes, we are going to pop up your finishing results. And there we go. We've got some of those results for you right now. Let's take a look here. And we're going to hide that track map. All right, so in your AM division, Scott is going to be your winner. Rory in second, Carson, Chris, and then Michael Peak in fifth. In the pro sport division, Cole, Grayson, John, and Wade are going to be your top four. And in that pro division, it is going to be Odell, Lawrence, and Hickman, 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations to all of those drivers. And let's see if we can turn this thing back just a little bit. We're going to slow this thing down and see if we can pick up some of your drivers. Let's see if we can get on board and talk to a few of them. We do have them in the waiting room. We're going to start with your AM division driver, and that's going to be Scott. Scott, this John in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, John, what's up?
Hey, man. Well, a couple of cautions midway through this race. Anytime you throw rain on these tracks, it gets a little hairy. Able to fight through it. Looked like you had a nice little hot rod. Maybe even pull back a little bit and let those guys in that pro sport division fight it out a bit. But walk me through your race and how was it out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was tricky all around. The safety cars, I just couldn't nail the restarts, honestly. But the racing, I mean, it was good from everyone I was racing. It was nice and clean, and there's some good battles I saw, some good battles I was a part of. It was all around a great race, I feel like.
Yeah, it really was a good race, and we're going to come down to the end of this thing. Just a few races to go here in Season 2 USRA, and man, you have put your name in the winner circle quite a bit this season, and certainly one of those people to look up to. Like if you come back in Season 3, might be looking to see you move up and see what you can do against some of these pro sport division drivers. But man, fantastic job picking up another win tonight here, Scott, and I'll turn it over to you, man, and let you shout out any sponsors.
Honestly, I don't have anyone to shout out, but I am looking forward to Season 3 and battling some more of those pro sport guys like I was today. So
Yeah, you
should
did it,
be
man.
kind of fun.
Fantastic job tonight, and really showing a lot of skill being able to put on a show in the rain just as well as in the dry or even at night. So congratulations on another great win.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, so there is your AM driver. Now let's see if we can get Cole on. I really want to talk to Cole here. Cole, this is John in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy with you, John. How are you doing?
Oh man, I'm not doing as good as you, man. You have got to be pumped up. What a battle between you and Wade. And Wade, it looked like finally caught you. Is on the right hand side, hit the brakes. That thing went straight to the wall, and then you was just on cruise control. So walk me through your night.
This one's going to be a wild one from the get-go. I did some practicing this week, and the Aston, she is a tail-happy little car. So kind of knew I had my work cut out for tonight, and then was just trying to play all the cautions, trying to figure out. That was a wild start to the race, trying to figure out a strategy and stuff like that. And then just kind of working through, trying to keep the car alive, and eventually we kind of got to a point where it was Wade and I, and unfortunately, Wade ended up finding out that you can't brake with half your car on the pedal, and he met the wall the hard way. But man, was it great battling with Scott there at the end. Awesome race all around.
And it looked like, Cole, really the idea for you was don't make a mistake. Let somebody else, pass you versus you losing the race for yourself, because it looked like that thing was rock solid. Even though Wade seemed to be a bit quicker in some spots, really kept that car underneath of you, driving a fantastic race. And that's exactly what happened. You waited on Wade to make that mistake, and then it was clear sailing from there.
I greatly appreciate the comment. From in the cockpit, though, it was full sweat and bullets. We were skipping all over the place. If you got to go check a look at the replay, you'll probably see this car at 45 degrees in some spots. So, but a ton of fun out there.
It was a ton of fun. It was great watching it up here in the booth, Cole. Congratulations on taking that Pro Sport Division win home here. Just 2 races to go. What do you think about these 2 next tracks coming up?
Really, for me, I hate to say it, I'm kind of out of championship contention. So for me, it's go for the win every race, and we'll make the strategy work with whatever we got. So it's kind of fun to be, the privateer coming in here and just giving it your all. And if you walk home with a trophy, that's what we care about. So got there tonight. We'll see what next you bring for us.
You did, man, and congratulations on a fantastic finish tonight. Cole, anyone you want to thank before we let you go?
I really got to thank the series organizers, Milo Gilsinger, for putting this awesome show together for everybody. Trevor, you did a great job up there. And to yourself, John, it's always great listening to you after the fact. Finally got to talk to you a little bit here. So
Oh,
hope
man.
to talk to you next week.
Yeah, I look forward to many more for you, and I think we're going to see that throughout this season and maybe even into season 3. So congratulations on a fantastic win tonight.
Thank you again. Have a good one.
All right, so there is your winner in that Pro Sport Division, Cole, and you could just hear in his voice how excited he is to get this win tonight. He's been battling all year, and man, he definitely did a fantastic job. Now let's talk to the man of the hour here, and Mr. Odell. We'll pull him into the booth. Mike, this is John. You got a copy?
Hello, you guys hear me?
Oh, man, we hear you loud and clear. So, man, there were so many things that went on tonight. I'm not really sure what we want to talk about, but let's talk about that battle between you and Ben. Early on in the race, looked like you got a nice jump out. Ben started to track you down and chipped away at it. Then that one little mistake sent both of you into the pits. Walk me through that kind of battle with you and Ben, and then really what happened after you guys had to come back and you were just in the back of traffic.
So for the initial start, it was trying to balance out putting good laps in with keeping the tires under me, because I know I'm like, okay, it's gonna rain, and unless there's you don't want to bet on a caution, because if you bet on a caution, then your strategy's gonna be wrong. So I'm like, I'm just gonna run it as if we're running the full distance, no caution. So I'm trying to keep the tires under me. So I pulled the gap initially, and I'm like, if I just drive at least 95%, I can keep it where I'm just ahead of them, but also I'm not trying to really beat into the tires too much when the rain hits. And then I had that spin, and it's like, just, I'm not even sure what it was. I just went through the corner like normal, and the car said no. And then after the restart, I just was like, you know what? If with the rain, I know it's going to be a lot of people hydroplaning. A lot of people are going to want to charge the corners to try to see what's going on. I'm just like, I'm going to back out, let them do what they're going to do, and kind of just play it one lap at a time or one corner at a time.
Yeah, and I really felt that throughout after that restart. I just felt like, sometimes patience really pays off, and really like when you kind of get there, it doesn't seem like you ever overreact when adversity hits you out on the track. And that certainly paid dividends for you tonight, as it looked like, Ben might have been the one that charged that corner a little too hard and had a ton of trouble. And then it just kind of set you up for be patient, get that lead back where I don't have the wash coming through my windshield, and then you just set sail from there.
Yeah, it was lots of patience, especially. And then once I did set sail, I'm trying to stay as far away from the other cars, not because of a gap is good, but the last 30 minutes of that race, I had 25 frames. So seeing the other cars in the track was more of a gamble than it was as a guarantee. So I was like, I'm just trying not to slide into anyone. Then once the whole Wade Grayson thing happened, I'm like, okay, that at least gives me a little bit of time to open up a gap before the frames drop on me again. And luckily I was able to hold, and my computer didn't blow itself up.
Well, it might not have blown it up, but you certainly blew up Catalunya tonight. Fantastic job bringing home another victory in this pro division for season 2. Only 2 short races to go, 2 weeks until we crown a champion. Fantastic job tonight, sir. We'll turn it over to you, let you give your shout outs.
So first is shout out to the 5 families. Down Toretto's got 1. We got 5, so shout out to them. Shout out to my mom and dad and my brother. They're all watching at home, so that's awesome. It just shout out to everyone. And hopefully, we can make another continuation of this and try to clean out the last 2.
Well, listen, you are well on your way. And from MX5 to a Corvette here at Catalunya, congratulations on picking up yet another win for this season.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you in the booth next week.
Sure. Talk to you soon. All right, so there is your overall winner, Michael Odell, picking up yet another victory in that Pro Division. So listen, if we go back and we recount all the craziness that happened tonight, I mean, we had rain, we had wrecks, we had battles all over this track. We had fans out there in chat shouting out their favorite drivers. We always appreciate you guys coming in and giving us some love. For American Speed Network, USRA, 2 short races to go, 2 more Thursdays, and we are going to crown some champions here in season 2. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, a like on the broadcast if you did like it. We certainly appreciate that. And we'll talk to you next week. Thank you all. Appreciate it.